Hi Cancer, here's a general look at your solar chart for May 2012, and as the month kicks off, it's a sociable phase when friendships or more involvement in an organization, community or group of kindred spirits is more likely. So friends, new ones, old ones. Also you might be giving attention to your goals and things that you wish to achieve perhaps for quite a while now. So it got a real progressive feel to it this month as well. In general, a governing factor until the 21st won't be what you know as much as who you know, and how well you can cultivate those others, or how well you can cooperate with those others and what you can achieve together or through those others. And a key feature is this very sort of sociable and friendly vibration, but because of where Venus is for quite a long time, it might be in a kind of enclosed, so there might be something about it which is going on in the background or within sort of its own little bubble. And this is a good vibration for social get-togethers, teamwork, whether that's for personal or professional reasons. It's a good vibration for networking, anything over the net, connecting and furthering something that you've aspired to. So potentially a time when you can really further your aims. But as I say, it's got a feeling of the hive mind with it as well. So conferring, with others, and maybe being in some way spearheading in some way with leading the way, maybe with your knowledge, or perhaps your through speaking, writing or other forms of creative self-expression. Yes, so this is a period when you can finally get on with things which have maybe been on the back burner for a long time, but expect the unexpected, i.e., unexpected or unconventional influences. It can be something that really does take you by surprise, or it's something that you go, wow, I never thought of that before. One is a little bit more comfortable than the other, but you earlier Cancerians might get this sort of sharp intake of breath over something at the moment, which is ultimately designed to free you up and get you on another level, really, of your being. But it can take a while from the initial surprise, you see. So you just got to be flexible and adaptable at this time. And I'm speaking here to the early Cancerians, really, because of where Uranus is. But in this month until, well, it's really all month, actually, that you should just kind of suspend disbelief, maybe, or be just a little bit more open to things and be flexible and adaptable in your response, perhaps seeing things in a kind of more dispassionate, objective we'll see how this goes light, you see. Now, as I say, Venus has moved into a background house of your solar chart, Cancer, and that's going to be until August. And you could find yourself having to put yourself out for others a little bit more over this time. Somebody might have to lean on you over this time. You may have to work a little bit harder to do things for yourself, but doing things, nice things for yourself, in a quiet, low-key kind of a way is absolutely essential, because if you don't do it, who will? And you can really have more to do with the needy at this time, but make sure it's not the greedy. And in certain situations, you'll be more inclined to keep your feelings to yourself, and in others you will benefit from your own or another's intuitive guidance, because intuition's really right on at the moment. Another way this can work is that a relationship could be flourishing in the background. Maybe you're not letting on how you feel, or maybe it's not like that at all. Maybe you've got lots of friendships and associations in the background in this sort of little enclosed bubble, whether that's, you know, at work, in person, or whether it's over the wires, but it really does lend itself, this transit of Venus, to that. Or it may be that you have decided to put yourself out just that little bit more for a good cause, and that will be particularly affecting you early Cancerians again. Those of you born in the first 5 days actually, whereas the other one is those of you born in the first week or so. And that's to do with the transit of Neptune, that particular one there. But this is definitely time to do nice things for yourself as well, Cancer. And it's definitely time to be more vigilant about protecting your boundaries also, because your boundaries can be a bit squidgy with Venus there, and you can be a sucker for a sob story. So just be aware of that. Others may seem to push your buttons more easily at this time as well, and that's another way it can work, because you're just a little bit more connecting with your old stuff, your baggage, your emotional patterns at this time. But also the past, some of you might be feeling nostalgic and harking back to the past more than ever because of this Venus transit, because your sign has got the memory of an elephant, and you do cling to the past. Your sign does this, whether it's good or whether it's bad, you still cling to it. So with Venus here, some of you may be harking back to that, harking back to old states of mind, states of being, and this is a time to actually, separate the wheat from the chaff and move on. And Venus will help you to do this, teaming up with someone. This is a terrific one for doing work on yourself in a cooperative one-to-one sort of way, teaming up with someone, or maybe you're working and helping others. It can also be like that with Venus here. But do take time out. This is essential. Do take time out to rest and nurture your body, your mind, your spirit, meditative activities, yoga, tai chi, that kind of thing, whenever you get the chance. Also artistic things. This is a very good transit for you artistic children of the moon, you Cancerians. So yes, and any spiritual work as well, but healing. So whenever you get the chance, when others aren't leaning on you too much, just sort of escape off and do some of that. Venus does turn retrograde on the 15th, which may mean there's more demand on your selfless understanding with someone, or more necessity for you to just look after yourself that little bit more. Now until the 9th, discussions, correspondence, inquiries, paperwork, ideas, suggestions may be centered around your general life direction, Cancer. Or it might be career targets, or it might be an enterprise, a project of some kind, or maybe it's about something, to do with image, to do with presentation, how you're putting something across or yourself across. Or you may feel some ideas have to be now ditched, tweaked, or confirmed, because you're getting certain feedback. You're getting the feedback. So listen to that and just watch how things unfold. You'll be more aware of the effect you're having now on those who you wish to cultivate or impress through presentation or public image, or showing, a firm hand or authority in some way, depending on who it is that you're interacting with. This vibration can incline you to put more mental effort into communications and conveying ideas in a clear and competent manner. And then from the 9th to the 24th, Mercury puts the mental focus upon furthering your aims through who you know. So this is when Mercury joins in with the Sun, which is what I was speaking about at the beginning. And you can further your aims through connecting with those in a group, a club, an organization, and lots of energy, mental energy whizzing around amongst you, this hive mind, and of course over the wires as well. So contacts, new ones, you can make new contacts at this time but also old ones will be very informative, and discussions and ideas will tend to be future orientated, and or at least progressive, and you feel as though you're getting somewhere with this, and you may be thinking along new and very unusual lines, some of you. Now, since last November, the Mars transit has been activating the communication sector of your solar chart, and socializing for work or pleasure can have been and will continue to be pretty demanding or contentious at times. You and others could cross swords more than usual. Mars can be pretty feisty, and he's not very patient, and he's in, your communication sector. You could be mixing and mingling and flying hither and thither more than usual for business or personal reasons. Now that Mars is going direct, though, because it was going retrograde up until mid-April, you should start to feel more confident about making certain decisions, or seeing, the writing on the wall, and pursuing certain direction, pursuing certain activities. Overall, during this Mars transit, it will be a great time, because Mars is going to be here still until July. So it'll be a great time for developing yourself through speaking, writing, developing your people skills, developing your creative self-expression, Cancer, through media, through any medium of self-expression. And you'll probably be learning a lot. You'll probably be meeting and greeting a lot, whether that's for business or personal reasons. But there is also a very practical slant to all of this. Very useful, practical slant, and you'll want to be realistic as you go forwards, and careful as you go forwards with people, and what you're saying and how you're saying it. You could have a lot of lists on your mind and feel scattered, nervy or mentally overstretched at times, and also not backwards in coming forwards with your opinions. But you just have to get something off your chest. You see, you get this sort of urgency sometimes. With Mars here, it's always like that. And just be careful that you don't come across in a way which is a bit over the top for others who are in a different mood to you. Just don't be too hasty in making decisions either, and you'll be fine. Now, from the 21st, you could be beavering away more in the background on something, getting something ready, or back to the drawing board on something, or just being a little bit more inward, really. But very good news for spiritual and artistic Cancerians, or even if you're not artistic, if you're wanting to do something which is a bit creative in the background, then that would be a good transit for it. Now, here I've been speaking about the faster moving inner planets, but you need to set this against the slower moving outer planets, and there's a lot of activity hitting your sign this year, Cancer, from those planets. So if you're not there already, go to my website and read the writing about that, what those energies may be doing in your sign this month. And also here, wherever you are, whether it's my website or it's on YouTube, find the forecast for your rising sign or your moon sign, and it'll add to or subtract from what I have said here, if you know what they are, of course. And I hope that helps, and I'll see you the next time.